Alright, hello everybody, and my name is Embrush, and I'm just going to be talking in this video about the Amazing Digital Circus. So, yeah. It's not even just the Amazing Digital Circus that it will be revolving around. It's mostly just going to be, story aspect to things, not exactly just only the Amazing Digital Circus. It goes across all different types of things, like games and shows and all that. And to be honest, the problem I had with it was just with the ending. Not even just the ending. After around, I think, episode 5, but it really started, I think, after episode 2, everything just started getting really fast-paced, and I couldn't really grasp whatever the heck they were giving me. Like, the first thing, they were talking about, bro, they could talk about, I don't even know, Gangle's dad died from, I don't know, leukemia or something, and then, it just goes to Jax moping in his room because, I don't know, Pomni took the last burger. What kind of timeline of events is that? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't line up anywhere. Why am I going from Gangle being depressed to Jax just sulking? I don't care. But, I don't know. The pacing just got so wonky and fast for me, and I don't really see anyone say anything about that in videos that are critiquing it. If not critiquing it, they're just saying their opinion on the show. And for me, that's the thing that, I don't know. I just don't know. Either that or maybe I'm losing it and my brain is just going fast and it's not the video, it's just me. I don't know. It could be anything at this point, bro. But not to mention though, it's the fast pace doesn't help with the fact that everything was just, it started getting, because of the pace, it started getting really wonky story-wise, to me at least. And there's not much story to really go off of. They're just trying to not really escape fully, but they were kind of trying to, I think, but then they, stopped and they all just gave up, and there was no point in the show then, if they were just gonna give up in the end. And then, the ending, where, Pommy's talking about and all of our, counterparts live in a very happy life outside of this, world that we're in, and, the thing about that is, bro, if I found out I was a clone of someone else who's living their best life, what the freak? Why am I, what's the wording? Why would I be happy about that? Talking about I'm glad they have a good life, and, that everyone else has a good life out there, and we have to find our own lives now. And, I only found this out after I finished watching the last episode, but the, whole entire, point/meaning of the Amazing Digital Circus is, finding meaning in a stagnant life. And, yeah, I guess it makes sense, because, Zubul and Gangle got together, so, that's something you can do in real life, is, you can get a partner. You can just find out about yourself, which would go, by Jax. You can get away from toxic family members and stuff, which is, Ragatha, Pomni. I'm being so serious. I don't know what the Pomni was even there for. She gave us everything in, episode, either 5 or 6. Whichever one of them it was that, they went over the, it was, the different, adventure things and, the suggestion box, and, then Kane got mad because everyone liked the suggestion box ideas, because, I don't know. Even though that would be a good idea just for him to just do adventures based on the suggestion box. Duh. Because, they actually liked those instead of his adventures. He also, sorry, I'm getting off topic, but in my opinion, it makes no sense that, Kane got as mad as he did, because, bro, if he saw that they liked the suggestion ideas more than his ideas, instead of taking the suggestion box away, why didn't he just, let them do more suggestions and then do those adventures, and then he can, ask them afterwards what they liked about those adventures. Then nothing about him having a whole entire emo I am God arc, talking about, he's Sonic.exe, bro. No, you're not. Girl, but, sorry. No, that just kind of makes no sense to me, though, that he, got so mad when he could have just asked them. And, he could have probably just went in-depth about it and asked, a whole bunch of questions, which probably would have been tiring, but, if he asked a whole bunch of questions, then he would have been, good, and he wouldn't have had them all be so angry at him because they didn't like his adventures. And it wasn't even just that, it was just, the whole entire thing about them just not wanting to do it because it was just, they didn't want to do it. But, anywho, what the heck was I talking about? The pacing just made the show feel kind of, not dull, but yeah, basically dull, because there was so much, not so much stuff, but there was some things just given at you for 0.3 seconds before it went to another thing, and that kind of messed it up for me. And another thing I have to say about it is the decision for Jax being trans, because to me, I don't care if he's trans. I don't care about his whole entire emo backstory about I pushed my mom. And also, that kind of goes with his human counterpart, because if he recalls in his memories, because he's a brain scan, since he's from a brain scan, that must mean that he has that memory from the Jax that's outside, or whatever his name was. I don't remember his name, Leroy or something. Shouldn't that one be arrested? Shouldn't he be in jail? I mean, it depends where he lives, technically, because, I mean, like, the age to, like, be arrested or something is, like, different in every area. Like, the youngest age you could be arrested / go to juvie, I don't know. But, like, I don't know. Like, in my opinion, that Jack shouldn't be happy. He should be in jail, and it makes no sense that he has a happy life. And he's like, he has a happy life, and he hangs out with all of his friends now. Like, I don't care. Anyhow. The decision to make Jax trans, I mean, I'm not, hating on trans people, but I don't care that he's trans. What does that do for the story? Like, what, is that meant to just tell me why I should forgive him for all the stuff he did? Because even if it wasn't that, and it was just because he was trans, and, like, that was his whole reason for being angry at everyone, because he was mad at himself for not knowing himself, like, his identity, like, I don't care. Because, to me, I mean, yeah, they can make for a good story, but it was just, I mean, yeah, people were, like, gabbing about how, like, he's trans and, like, stuff before it ever came out, but, I mean, I still don't care. Like, I don't see where in the story that made anything really, I mean, besides his backstory, okay, but I don't see why his, like, what happened to the outside him before we got that quote-unquote happy ending for them or whatever. Was he legitimately arrested? Did he go try to end his life? Like, I didn't like it. I just didn't like the idea of them having, like, they're just brain scans, and that's all they are, and they aren't legit people, because, I mean, like, if I was a clone, I'd be so mad about that, but, yeah, that's really just all I have to say about the trans Jax thing. Oh, like, for me, it just made it kind of feel like they were trying to, like, cover up all that bad stuff he did to everyone, and I mean, it wasn't, like, it's not really, like, I care that much about all the bad, quote-unquote, stuff he did, like, just being rude to them and stuff. Like, I mean, some people are just rude and sarcastic. I mean, that's how I am sometimes, but, I mean, I don't make that my whole personality like he does, but not to mention, it's just like, I don't know, it's just so weird, because I was sitting here, and, like, the song started playing, and I already got so confused when that song started playing in episode 8, and, like, that one just didn't help at all, and it was like, isn't she lovely? Like, and I'm sitting here like, what? And it's just a montage of different Jax things, and then he's like, I don't want to go, I'm scared, I don't want to die, and, like, you brought this upon yourself. You're the one who's dying because your friend died and your other one died, and you're like, oh my god, my friends are dead, push me to the edge. Like, bro, it's your fault that they're dead. Duh. But, that's just my opinion on that. That brings me to my other topic I was going to talk about, which I was trying to go for, like, the smaller things and then get to the bigger things, but I'm just gonna cut that off. I don't even, like, know anymore. But Ribbit and Jax. So, Ribbit abstracted because Jax was being rude to her. And the reason he was being rude to her was because he told her about how he felt, or not how he felt, about him being, about his parents and stuff, and about how he ended up pushing his mom, and he was like, she wasn't moving. I mean, she probably got right back up and was like, man, that boy, like, oh my god, or something like that. I mean, probably not, but I don't know. She could have. I mean, she probably did, but, you know. But, just to me, it makes no sense that he got mad at her for, I mean, like, if she pushed, then yeah, I would be mad too, but it's his fault for even, like, because she pushed, and he told her, and to me, that makes no sense that he just got mad at her, because he didn't have to tell her. He could have been like, no, and then if she kept pushing, then he could have just, like, told her, like, hey, we need some time alone for a little bit. I don't want to be around you anymore. Like, right. Well, not be around her, but, like, he just wants to be alone for a little bit because he, like, needs to think about it because, hello? It's something he doesn't want to talk about. So, like, you know, and I mean, yeah, she talked about her past and stuff as well, but, I mean, it's just kind of dumb that, like, she expected him to give her his backstory and stuff, and just stuff like that. But, like, that just it makes no sense, though, because it was his fault. Like, cause and effect, buddy. You should have expected that to happen. Like, if she pushed, he could have said no, but he didn't. He told her, and then he got mad at her. And then, like, hello? Like, what sense is that? And then also, off of that, because I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, Ribbit was probably maybe one of the Gooseworks' favorite characters, because I mean, you know, Pomni was gonna be a frog. I think she was gonna be like what, the tree frog or whatever, something like that. But for me, it makes no sense as well that Kaufmo has like no screen time besides the little bit we see him. And I mean, yeah, he sounds like an office worker or whatever, and like what everyone yaps about. But to me, it makes no sense that we see Ribbit and Jax more than we see him. And I mean, I get it. I mean, there's always gonna be at least like maybe one friend that usually goes by themselves, even in their friend group gatherings and stuff. Like they'll still be the only ones sitting at the table while the other ones are like bowling and stuff. Like you always have at least one of those friends, and I mean that's probably just the kind of friend he is just like he's there for you, but like he's not there. He was just, you know, he was just there. He was literally just sitting there the whole time. And like, I don't know, that made me not mad that Kaufmo was barely given anything during the backstory thing, but I mean like it would have made sense to give him at least something, because he just was yapping about some, Jax, I know we don't get along, but I think I found an exit. Like bro, that whole entire meme or whatever, I think that's how it goes. I don't remember what the heck he said, but like the Amazing Little Circus is something that's like, I like it, but it's not something I like to the point where I will literally lose 5 years of my life just to remember everything from it. Like I don't care about it that much, but I just feel like they could have done a little bit for Kaufmo, because he was chatting about like how he found an exit. The thing is he abstracted after Ribbit did, and he lost, and Jax lost both of his friends. But I mean, yeah, he didn't show it when Kaufmo abstracted, but I mean, it makes no sense that after she abstracted, he was depressed, stop fighting, and then none of that would have happened. Like, it's that easy. I mean, it's not that easy. I mean, sometimes you're just not going to talk to people. I mean, like, a lot of people do that. Like, if they have something they want to talk about, they won't just tell you. You're going to have to wait a while for them to actually come to you. And if not that, you're going to have to go to them yourself, because sometimes they're just going to be way too stubborn to actually come to you. So, like, yeah. But in my opinion, I just feel like, you know, Kaufmo could have had a little bit more screen time and legitimate character, because he was just there to be there, in my opinion. And brings me to another statement. This is my last statement, okay? In my opinion, Ribbit x Jax and Funny Bunny is overrated. It's very overrated to me. I'm gonna say this. I'm asking this with all my, I don't even know, my teenage indulgence. Where is Kaufmo x Jax content? Guys, we need to make this real. Where is my Kaufmo x Jax content? I need it now.